But we see Fox Robin here. First stage pick, I wouldn't be surprised if we go to Battlefield. You know, it's good for Robin being able to kind of stay under those two platforms, throw arc fires and arc thunders and not worry about any jump-ins.
Yeah.
And obviously it's fantastic for Fox. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Battlefield or maybe just something standard like a Smash film.
Yeah, I would... Yeah, quite possibly. Like, Robin, I believe Robin does kind of like platforms because she can, Robin can cover them with the up airs, cover people landing on the platforms. At least from the Robin I've talked to in my hometown.
And we see the Battlefield, just like I predicted, coming out here. And Grand Finals.
Up the crowd.
Yeah, here we go. Great work, Kaiser, man. Shout-outs to Kaiser, actually. He's done so fantastic with the stream today. It's just perfect quality. I love the layout. I love the commentator booth as well. It's so fantastic. And here we go. It's starting off pretty fast. We've got a double fair from Ignis and then a bear. And it's 60 to 56 right now.
Yeah, fairly even game. And
good ledge trump. Oh, no punish there, though. That forward air, not very laggy. So he was able to land with it and not worry too much about any punish. And he's stuck above Fox. That's not what you want.
Absolutely.
But he gets the air dodge.
And does manage to get back to stage, back to ground. Ooh.
Jabs from Duon at the ledge. Are we going to see... Oh, no. Okay, no two-frame attempt, surprisingly. You know, there's no hitbox on Robin. Robin's recovery. You know, there's nothing to be scared about, but he just gets the up smash. I think he wanted a bait with the ledge trump, you know, ledge trump baiting, but he was unable to get it. And a down smash with a huge hitbox. And here we go. Fox's recovery, able to get him back.
Yeah, not quite landing it.
Here we go, trying to jump over Fox, not the best of ideas, and taking a huge percent for it. The Fox Vortex, but there we go. Down, throw, up air, taking the stock at 110.
Yeah, both of these characters have quite a lot of trouble landing against each other, but particularly Robin against Fox, because those up airs are just so hard to deal with, and Robin doesn't really have any tools to deal with them. Fox's
advantage states being one of the best in Smash 4 at the moment, at the current development in the metagame, with the up air, up tilt vortexes, and obviously he has the jabs and the throws to keep you on ledge. But his disadvantage, you know, his recovery is not the greatest. It's a bit obvious. But, you know, I think those advantages just make him such a fantastic character. It really kind of... I think the advantages outweigh the disadvantages.
Yeah, you'd have to say so, with most players considering Fox to be a fairly good character.
Definitely within the realms of top tier and top 10 in the game right now. His only bad matchups really being pretty much Sheik and Bayonetta, or apparently Fox beats Bayonetta. But,
depends who you ask.
Yeah, it depends who you ask.
That's the sign of an even matchup, really.
And here we go. It's getting to high percent. You know, Duon in the position where he can't get grabbed.
Both players at kill percent.
Exactly. He cannot get grabbed. He gets the full up air dodge, but he misses that up smash. So unfortunate.
Ooh.
That gives Ignis a new lease on life. And there it is!
Good
Ignis
catch.
saying, you misinput your up smash and I will kill you for it. Getting the arc fire into the forward air.
And you can see Duon not happy with himself for that, but he's ready to go into the next game, and you know, he's been on this stage before. He's played Ignis plenty of times in Victoria. He's not flustered at all.
We might be seeing Battlefield again. It doesn't look like the type of situation. Yep, they click straight back onto it. I didn't think it was the type of situation where, you know, it was the stage that was the problem. More of Duon just kind of messing up.
I agree. So, Robin, like, generally likes to try and keep people out. We saw that in Ignis against Boozer. You know, using the 11 sword and the projectiles. Ooh, nice Nosferatu. Robin can have trouble with Fox, though, because Fox, being a zone breaker, really able to just get past those projections, and we saw that happen quite a bit in the first game, but Ignis...
And we have a solid lead here from Ignis. You know, after that arc fire to the forward air, he returns with a bang and starts to dominate. I hope Duon hasn't gone kind of on tilt here after that mistake.
And that rapid jab from Robin, very good at punishing fast fallers, can do quite a bit of damage because they can't get out of it. Once again, catches the side B with those arc fires.
That forward air possibly would have killed that close to the side blast zones, even with how wide Battlefield is. But he gets the grab, gets a down throw, and he's leading a whole stock here.
All right, Duon covering the thrown book option, but Ignis safely holding onto it.
Yeah, it's not looking too good here for Duon, but he's starting to get the up airs in. Ignis just can't land here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Manages to get the trade to reset to this stage.
Yeah, what a fantastic trade it was, doing huge damage and only trading with the up tilt there.
Using that Arc Thunder to safely get back to stage.
Back throw. But, no kill here. Fox, no kill throws. He can struggle a little bit to kill. You know, he doesn't really have anything. He does have fantastic hits though. But he doesn't have anything to beat shield. So, you know, he's just going to keep grabbing him, keep dealing that damage and building him up slowly.
That jab 3 does have the potential to kill. That was from the other side of the stage. Got that Thoron charge now. Looking to just straight up kill.
Up tilt still not killing. You know, this is a position you don't want to be in for Duon. It's so scary. Robin, you know, can just hit so hard and... Oh, okay. Oh, wow! Going for forward throw into Thoron? And there's a... There we go. Solid spot dodge read there and getting the forward air.
A 2-stock coming out from Ignis. Duon just unable to secure that kill. You saw Ignis got thrown off stage. It was at least 4 times in a row there, and every time he was able to make it back without really Duon able to do much about it. Using those projectiles to force Duon into shield, and yeah, just going right back to that ledge.
And Ignis, like, right away from getting a bracket reset, straight away 3-0 maybe over Duon. We might see a switching character. Here he comes, the little Mac.
There we go.
This is what I wanted to see, Duon's Mac.
And I think at this point in the game, this is exactly where you want to bring out the little Mac, because you've still got a bracket reset up your sleeve, and you want to test, is this something that I would be doing for the next set? Will Duon stick with the Mac for the next set if we do indeed see a bracket reset?
Yeah, Duon's Mac, not the most technical thing I've ever seen, but it definitely has that read potential, you know? He's such a fantastic player that he reads you once like that and you take 30% for it, getting the down-angled F smash.
And Duon, unlike the previous games, off to an early lead. Whoa, all the power shields coming out, but no kill coming out just yet. Up B going to take it, and KO punches live.
And Duon looking like this is the pick he needed. He's only taken 42%, like you said, he's got the KO punch, and Ignis gonna camp, but he gets the grab.
Nice. Arc Thunder, a very reliable tool to get rid of KO punch, because even if shielded, it gets you a grab.
Fantastic. We might have a Mac win a major. That would be absolutely amazing. It was a lot of Fox, but you know, the Mac actually seems to be doing the trick, and the SDI is really weirdly out of that neutral beam.
Yeah, that Arc Thunder being thrown from the air ends up just... Oh!
Fantastic launch and read there from Ignis on the DI. Oh! Absolutely disgusting. He just hits people so hard, and you know, it's so hard to avoid. It's so scary as well. Oh, get in a grab. Mac grabbing, what is this?
Is that it?
That is it. Bad DI too. He might have B reversed the up B there to mess with his DI, and Ignis looking a bit confused. He's like, what just happened?
You know what just happened? Little Mac happened.
Little Mac just happened. You know, Little Mac seen as kind of a low to mid-tier character. He has a pretty poor, by pretty poor I mean absolutely horrific recovery. Definitely the worst in the game, and we're going to see a switch back to Oh.
He's scared of the Mario Mac matchup. So Ignis with counter pick advantage. Actually, he was scared of Duck Hunt.
There you go.
My mistake.
He didn't want to get Duck Hunted. You know, this stage, not the greatest for Mac. Mac, I feel like, loses to stages more than he loses to matchups, to be honest.
Absolutely. Mac is definitely the most stage-dependent character in the game. Mac on FD is 3 tiers higher than Mac on Duck Hunt. But,
yeah,
you know, this is why we have bans in our rule set.
For sure, but the issue is, you know, 7 starter stages, there's so many opportunities to camp. Duck Hunt's terrible, but so is Smashville. He's lost his jump. And we see the drag down, and there it is. So Duon just needed a little bit of confidence there in order to come back, and he's got the Fox on lock, doing a 27% on this next stop. He gets the grab, getting the forward throw off stage. He's looking for a ledge trap situation, facing away so he can use that up tilt to his advantage. Frame 3 up tilt, setting up into up air and back air. One of his best moves, honestly.
Yeah, and not quite getting the confirm there. There we go.
Yeah. And that's it. Getting the down throw up air. Duon's got to be careful how he uses those dash attacks. You know, it's a fantastic move, but Ignis has been punishing it with those grabs over and over on shield, so he does have to be wary. Oh, great work, but you know,
not
Fox
quite
just
able
not
to follow up that Arc
exactly.
Thunder.
Yeah, that Arc Thunder went so quickly, all the way back.
I feel like if he was ready for it, he might have been able to get an up smash in, but not going for it. Ignis really looking to close out this set here. He needs that bracket reset.
He's slowly building up to the grab though, and
and the book.
Oh no, a
Nice
bad
fair.
jump air dodge from Duon. Here is where Fox's disadvantage comes into play, and he's probably
Both
at
characters at kill percent.
Exactly.
That's
it.
Bracket. Oh my gosh, he gets out.
We were wrong, and the dog coming into play by the back air bad.
Wow. Unfortunate DI
Bad
from
DI,
Duon, and
yeah.
you can see the look on his face. He knows it.
Yeah, he was unable to channel the inner last of him there. He wasn't able to make the comeback from the 2-0 down into the Game 5 situation, and there's Ignis's reset.
So, I'm curious, do we see the Mac Game 1?
We could do, depending on striking. So, depending on how striking goes through, we might see the Mac, but I highly doubt it. We're probably going to see the Fox Game 1. You know, Duon's only got to make a few slight adjustments. He has to be careful about how he works in disadvantage. He just lost that 3-1. He was very close to winning the last game, but Ignis was able to bring the comeback through.
Yeah.
And we're going into the last set of the day.
Last set of the tournament here, SXC in Adelaide. And it's been an amazing tournament so far, and you hear the chants of Pocket Cloud coming out from the crowd. I wouldn't rule it out as a possibility.
Yeah.
I'd say it's unlikely, but I wouldn't rule it out.
I doubt the Pocket Cloud's coming out. I think the Aussies just like, you know, we just like to have our chance, and Pocket Cloud is definitely one of the biggest ones, and it could work here. But I don't know. I think the Fox seems to be fine. Again, just a few slight adjustments, and he will have the advantage over Ignis. Ignis just kind of has a read on his jumps and his air dodges right now, which is really where he's getting punished. And those unsafe spots on shield where he's getting grabbed, he just has to avoid those as much as he can, and he will be fine. As we said, he's keeping the Fox through. He's got 4% to start it off, getting the down tilt into jabs, into dash attack. And it looks like Robin forward air is punishable on shield if he rises with it. He's able to dash attack before Robin is able to hit the ground. So,
yeah, Fox definitely an amazing character for punishes. Just such good frame data and speed as well.
Yeah, fantastic read on the air dodge.
And Duon not even taking a hit so far this set.
He's starting pretty well. He gets the up tilt, he gets the up air, 106-0 right now. Are we going to see a 0 to death? Not quite. Gets the F tilt and returns the Arc Thunder with a shine, but that's it. just like that, Duon making the adjustments he needs, and he's down. He's up here, a full stock in the first game of Grand Finals bracket reset.
Absolutely. And some nice combos coming out. Getting the trump as well. Not following up though.
Ignis doing the latest forward air, possibly
forward air
but there it is.
That's it.
Wow. Wow, an absolutely ridiculous game. That game felt like it was 45 seconds. It came out of nowhere. You know, it wasn't long. He kept him on the ledge that whole game, juggled him really well, took the stock, and then just fair footstooled him instant death.
Yeah. But, you know, we questioned was the Mac going to come out once Duon had counter pick advantage. After that game, there isn't really a need.
They go to Battlefields. That's been working out for Ignis more than it has for Duon.
Yeah.
You know, those platforms, he's really able to not worry about aerial pressure under them. He only really has to worry about ground pressure, which the projectiles are able to cover. So getting a solid damage here. He's doing way better than last game already.
Ooh. Bouncing off from the fair there. Interrupting it.
And we have Vic kind of split into two, you know, factions right now. We've got the people who want Ignis to win and the people who want Duon to win. So I love the cheering from the crowd so far. It's quiet right now, but, you know, it was hype last game. Duon doing a fantastic job and getting the Fox Illusion there to go into the middle of the stage.
Almost intercepting that side B of the fair.
Down air, dash tag, great work, but reading the jump. Ooh.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
No 11 sword, so he's unable to down throw up air. So smart there to just get the nair nice and clean, but he might be the down throw up air. That's it. Just like that, man. 99% of stocks have been taken, a few with the fairs, but mostly with the down throw up airs. It is absolutely bonkers.
Absolutely. Oh, very nice Nosferatu. And of course, the amount of damage you regain from that is dependent on the percent differential. So the fact that Duon was at 0 meant that Ignis regained 20% whole from that.
Yeah, and he got 3 forward airs in a row. He didn't stop chasing him down, and now Duon is down like a whole stock, and he's got 55%.
Very good Arc Thunder to cover because he was that was a regrab, so you know, he needed to force Duon to shield.
Duon's starting to get a little desperate again. He's been doing those full hop air dodge when he's struggling, and he tries to get it just like that.
All right, and
it's looking like the tri-plats are working out really, really well for Ignis. He seems to be really comfortable on there, and
yeah, the reverse two-stock coming out.
Exactly. You know, he had a handle on where Duon was going to go. Duon started to panic a little bit, full hop air dodge around the place. Ignis switching to Little Mac. And we see the Town and City pick.
All right. So interesting that Ignis actually switched to Mario on the Town and City pick rather than because of course Duon with counter pick advantage there did have the opportunity to counter pick. But
yeah, deciding not to go for the Fox versus Mario matchup. It's deciding to stick with Mac. It doesn't seem too bad here. You know, it's looking pretty even right now, but he's saying my S smash, my punches, my gloves are better than yours, Mario. Get out of here. You know, he's got gloves too, but they're not as padded as Mac's. And he S smashes right through him. Oh, that was so scary. If Ignis air dodge. Looking like a young Earl there walking around, but he was unable to get the KO punch.
He's going for down tilt into nothing.
Yeah, he's just looking to bait out some option from Ignis and take his jump, maybe give him the air dodge read, like we saw in doubles against when Haikyuu was playing. And that is it. Good work. Low ceiling. Mac might be the answer he needs here. He might switch back to Fox next game due to counter picks. It depends on what happens in this game, but he has the lead right now. Not reading the roll in there. Just trying to pressure his shield. Good recovery there from Duon, and the interesting thing about this matchup, you know, Mac obviously a very grounded character.
Oh!
And I just want to call out, that is called the Shmoo in ACT, running into a fully charged smash attack, a classic Shmoo tactic, and he plays Mac too, so watch out. Alright, so we've got 40% lead here. He lost the stock to the up smash. I was going to say, you know, it doesn't have that much use here in this matchup because Mac is so grounded, but obviously not. You know, its safety is so important, and good DI making sure he didn't die there.
Yeah. Duon is really landing a lot of these down tilts. Of course, it's Mac's best neutral option, safe on shield, combos into up B, and KO punch if he has it. Is that it? Not quite. Good DI there from Ignis.
Enough rage, just solid DI there. And Duon not looking phased at all. He's just focusing on the match.
He just wants that one more down tilt, which will take it. He's channeling for it, you know, and it's such a good move. KO punch an option. I'm not sure if he'll even bother going for it because it is such a laggy move that it's almost not worth the risk.
Yeah, it's gone there. And he could have got up smashed for it if he did try to use it. And he goes for jabs. This is so scary right now, both in kill percent. There it is. And he's up 2-1.
And the crowd popping off.
We got Varsi, the Queensland Little Mac, cheering on Duon's Mac. You know, the best Mac in Australia right now. He's such a fantastic player. Ever since Earl quit, man, rest in peace, Earl. I miss that guy. You know, he stopped playing Little Mac, and Duon took the reins. And he really looked reminiscent of Earl. Just walking around, searching for that down tilt. It's completely safe, so there's no worries about it. And he got it and took the stock.
Absolutely.
And now he's only one game away from winning SXC2K16. Ignis needs to take 2 games in a row in order to win. And we might see the Fox pick depending on bans.
Yeah, we really are down to the very last echelons of this tournament. It's so close. Oh my gosh, we've been going all weekend and we're finally here. Grand finals. 1 or 2 games to go.
Yeah, and looking like the stage counter pick. Fox and Robin back to it.
Yeah.
The important thing is, you know, even if he loses this game, due to that winning that last game, he has the counter pick advantage on Game 5. So we're going to duck hunt. This is still good for Fox. We either might see Game 5 here into the bracket reset, or we're going to see Duon taking it out and winning. But Ignis starting well with the Robin.
Yeah, of course. You know, counter-picking just becomes so huge when you've suddenly got 2 people that can both switch mains depending on stages and depending on counter-picking advantage. So, you know, even if Duon drops this game, he's still in a very good spot having a counter-pick up his sleeve. Some nice combos coming out from Duon as well. Nice.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Fair footstool. There it is. He's only 1 stock away. He takes the stock at 70%. Crowd going absolutely insane for Duon. Here we go. Up air, up air, up air. It's not ending here. He's stuck above him. Oh, he's going for the fairs. Ignis looking a bit flustered right now.
Ignis not able to get back to stage. He's finally found it.
Actually, I lied. Ignis completely poker face right now. But is Robin looking a little bit flustered? He can't get out of the corner, but he gets the back throw, and now he has stage control.
Arc Thunder live as well.
Or up air. Ooh. He's at 90%. We got to keep in mind that Duon still has his stock, and it's not looking great for Ignis. He does a few air dodge mix-ups, but we've got Duon in the driver's seat right now. This could be it, and there it is! The F smash! Duon turning it around, taking it 3-1 over Ignis. That is it. Duon, the champion of SXC 2K16 here in Adelaide, taking it over Ignis in that bracket reset 3-1. What a fantastic set.
Very, very well played to, well, both of those players. And, you know, we saw the counterpick wars coming out. It was super exciting to watch, but give it up for Duon. The crowd's giving it up for Duon. Yeah, I hope you all are at home because that was some great Smash Brothers.
Yeah, that was a brilliant tournament overall. We saw some crazy upsets. J Dizzle and Ghost, you know, Duon kind of just tearing through everyone, only losing 1 set to Ignis, but he was able to turn it around there. Fantastic work.
Yeah, so at this point, probably give a shout out to our sponsors who've really helped this event to run throughout the entire weekend, particularly MSI, SteelSeries, and Zoe, who are our major sponsors. Really, this event could not have run without them.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a fantastic tournament overall. We're going to get into some interviews soon. We're going to get Duon probably first up. We want the winner. We want to see how he feels after that win.
All right.
Sorry, top 4.
Looks like we're just calling up the top 4 players, getting some award ceremonies. Going to be happening fairly shortly.
Can I get Duon and Ignis to just line up and follow through some interviews, so let's set up from there. Thank you guys. And congratulations.
Alrighty. We're going to get into the interview soon. I'm going to be doing the interview. Thank you, Invisi, so much for commentating. It's been absolutely fantastic.
Absolutely.
The second half. It was
I've
brilliant.
enjoyed it so much. Thanks for having me, everyone. I'm going to sign out now, and I'll throw over to Quen with Duon and Ignis, who'll be coming shortly for interview.
Perfect. Alright, I need to get me some Duon. I need me some Duon. Thanks, Invisi.
If I can get out of here.
Yeah, it's cables galore, guys.
Duon, if you have kids a second, can you get on for an interview?
I also want to give a quick shout out.
Welcome to December
Yuris coming over. Welcome to December Ranzas. I also want to give a quick shout out before I come and interview Duon to give us these beautiful DX races. They're actually mad comfortable. Damn. They are so nice. Wasn't sitting on them before, but now that I am, I'm feeling pretty good, guys. Alright, I need to get me some Duon over here. He's just hanging around. The Victorians all giving him hugs, but I need him all to myself, guys.